Sentral is a good choice for Queenwood for many reasons. We had to look at the complexity and cost of hosting the student information system on-premise, as well as the security concerns that came along with that. But we also wanted a modern experience for our teaching staff who had been struggling a little bit with legacy systems, finding it quite complex. Based on reviews of different applications and consultation with teaching staff, we settled on Sentral being the best application for our needs, and it also met most of the requirements from the school's point of view, and definitely all of the requirements from this IT security point of view.
We looked at about a dozen systems. So we got everybody back in a room and we surveyed them all, and we looked at the different modules. So we separated them out into, reporting and markbook, well-being, staff management, covers, those sorts of things. And we looked at each module for each product, and we gave them a rating out of 3. So either it was acceptable, it was an unacceptable risk, or it was best of breed.
From a user experience, I think it's quite neat. When you look at it from a display perspective, you can get whatever you need quite quickly. So for example, going back to attendance only because that's really kind of the things that I was looking at, it was very quick to be able to see that information. It was in like a little table kind of format. It was all color coded, so you could see that the greens meant the girls were at school. If it's red, it means they're absent. So it was just very user friendly, very easy to understand and interpret.
The usability is fantastic, and it's a whole level above what we've had before. Everything, I love the opening menu. You're one click away from pretty much anything really, or a couple of clicks at the most. So the accessibility and the usability. Usability for me means people will use it. Role marking will be done because it's very easy to do. And that makes my job of checking things like attendance and things very, very easy because it's a really reliable system.
Oh, I really like it. Like the attendance, it has been a game changer as far as students are able to sign themselves in and out. We've been able to use the portal for parents to advise us of any absences or leaving early, and so it's automated a lot of the things that we used to do manually.
It's a nice balance of not being overwhelmed with information, but as a classroom teacher, there's just enough that you need for that class. And if you want to find out more, you can. But straight away from the role menu, you've got a few different icons, particularly things like health information that might be really pertinent to that student and their lesson.
Really easy to use, really easy to set up. I really like the fact that you can drop and drag the tasks in the markbook to sort of order them in a particular way if you want, and you can choose which columns to print and group them according to tasks. So if you have multiple components, you can still group them really clearly as one task. Yeah, it's really good, the traffic light system, that you can see people's progression with the reports, and with a quick scan you can say this person is missing this aspect, or perhaps a mark hasn't been linked, because it's showing in every report, and it's really quick to see and then fix.
I love it. I think it's great. It's really quite a fun system to use. It just makes things a lot easier. You can see everything on the page. It's easy to find things. Like compared to the system we used to run with, I think it's made the things that we do day to day a lot easier.
Looking at all the modules and compiling all those together and all of that feedback, Sentral came out as having the most modules that were best of breed, no unacceptable risks, and in particular, the teachers loved it. So business office, who have often made these decisions, actually said, okay, we're going to prioritise the needs of the teachers and the students in the classroom. And so that's why we went with Sentral.
Look, I've worked in a number of schools in different parts of Australia, different parts of the world, and this is the best system so far. It's so easy to use, and it's had everything in one place, and it's reliable. So far, in our few weeks of using it, it's just been there all the time, accessible, and it's just quickly become my first port of call for all the information I need in school. Highly recommend it. I'd say by far the best system that I've used in a number of schools.